Family, you're tuned in to Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Don't panic. I know you don't hear James John's voice. James is out on the cruise ships right now getting his comedy on. So I'll be running the show for tonight and tomorrow. So I'm joining the virtual studio with my comedy brothers. I'm going to start off with the dude to help get this thing started, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. What's up, my brother?
What's up, man? Good to have you back, Ken. Good for all of us. It's like basically we got me, you, and Jeff tonight. I feel sometimes like I'm a step kid or like y'all, my parents split up because I never get weekends with all of y'all. I only get like time where it's like, hey, Jeff and Ken got you this weekend. Then James and Jeff gonna have you next weekend. And I'm drawing pictures, and my teacher's kind of like, I don't think he's happy. Look, he done X the eyes out of everybody in his family. He got an imaginary friend who's a monster that tells him to start fires, you know?
Oh,
I need us all back together soon. I need us back together soon.
Well, probably next week. I think James is back in. So actually, no, we probably won't be because I'll be in Utah. But
yeah, I'm going next Sunday.
Yeah, I also joined the first studio from the law office of Kaufman and Lynn, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. Jeffrey, welcome back. Jeffrey was on his hiatus, but he back with us. What's going on, brother?
Everything's good, man. It's called co-parenting, Miguel. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're co-parenting you. So
sometimes
I don't know what kind of job we're doing, but we're trying.
It's not a good job. Not the way his blood pressure's up. His sugars is high. We're doing a terrible job.
You got me on Dookie medicines, boys. Ain't the best of times.
Man. But I was running late, man. I just flew back in from Tyson's, Virginia. Was on the road, Russell Peters. And you guys travel too, man. Brother, we sitting on this plane for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, something ain't right because we're not moving. And then the pilot comes on and gives this whole explanation. Like, I don't need to know all this. Just say, hey, y'all, we got to go to another plane. So we had to because something with the computer system, and it could only be updated at Dulles. It couldn't be updated in Florida. And I'm
put the new iOS system on it.
Yeah, they could update the And I'm sitting there like, no one cares. Can we leave?
Yeah.
Bro, he was so apologetic. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. Like, bro, I don't give a damn. Give me a working plane. That's all I want.
Yeah. I choose the plane that works. I'd go.
Yeah, give me the plane that works. I don't care.
That's why I fly Spirit. Updates on Spirit. He's like, hey, man, I need somebody to go outside and turn the propellers. You're going to get some free peanuts and Cokes, whoever does that. Remember, put your palms on. Don't hold it. Put your palms on.
Yeah. Hey, Spirit and Windows NT. They ain't even.
Yo.
they ain't even got there.
Spirit's on DOS. It's like Pac-Man backsplash.
Yeah.
If you don't I've literally the cheapest ticket you could get on Spirit is the belly gun ticket. You get in that little bottom belly thing, I don't see him. I don't see him.
Hey, and you shoot down Frontier and the Legion planes.
I done so many missions with Spirit. I got the bomber coat. They let me smoke a cigarette. I got a nickname. They're like, Shorty, you getting on the bottom gun? I said, I got him, boss.
Yeah.
Walk him in.
But I say this, man, it was the smoothest flight. Another thing, I don't know about you guys, because y'all know I don't like flying. I hate it. But as comics, what you gonna do? You can't drive everywhere. I don't like for the pilot to tell me, hey, it's gonna be a smooth flight, but halfway through, oh, it's gonna be bad. We're gonna hit some. I'm like, dog, I don't know. Is it me? Do y'all want to be told that?
He has to tell you because people will lose their mind. They go, what's going on? He goes, he told us that's what happened. They're setting proper expectations. That's what they're trying to do. They're not.
I be telling girls,
I agree. I don't have to hear everything.
This ain't gonna last all night.
See, Jeff, I'm with you. I don't say so. Now my wife is different. My wife says she wants to know when the turbulence is gonna come. I'm just like, look, man, just cut the seatbelt on, and I know something about to go down.
I don't listen either. I mean, I know that sounds ignorant to be like I don't listen, but I got my headphones on. I see everybody scurrying. I see somebody holding a knife to a stewardess's neck. I'm like, what's happening?
What? What? Take your headphones off. What is going on, yo?
Hey, y'all, what's happening?
I can turn my Netflix off. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, man, the seatbelt light's on, player.
Sit
you don't
down.
want to get
Sit your
in
ass down.
You don't want to get in trouble.
But man, it was a great weekend, bro. I had the luxury of getting to fly first class all over, and I was acting real first class, Miguel.
I bet you better.
Hey, bro, give me all the drinks.
Yeah,
give me all the drinks. When
they got Buffalo Trace on a lot of first.
Yeah,
class
they got
too.
Buffalo Trace now. Yeah, they got Buffalo Trace. But this what made me laugh. So on Delta, we flew Delta up, and lady comes to me and said, "Would you be joining us for dinner?" I said, "And brunch too." Like, what else you got? I'm joining you for anything that can be joined. What else can we do up here?
Ken, this is for me and you, because Jeff has the ability to fly first class if he wants. I know Jeff doesn't get all into all that stuff. He does it when he wants to, but for me and you, we don't have the ability to fly first class. We get first class every now and then because a family member, a show or something. When they gave me real silverware, guys, I was like, what the hell? Like, I was like, this is metal.
I can't bring a knife on a plane, but you're going to hand me one?
Right. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, come on. I guess they assume first class, you ain't hurting nobody. I'm assuming, I guess.
Like, I was going to hijack the plane. I just fell asleep, you know?
like you get on there with the intent to hijack, but then they give you food and good silverware. You're like, maybe next time.
Yeah. It was why didn't you hijack the plane? The captain came on. He said there was a problem. You know, I didn't want to startle. Yeah, but I was shocked when they gave me real silverware, though. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, real silverware.
It's a whole nother experience.
It's a whole nother experience, bro. Like they close that curtain, they give you a hot towel.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
I love Jeff looking at us right now. It's like a dad hearing his kids talk about something for the first time. He's like, yeah, boys. Yeah. Now, Jeff, let me ask you, in your life, like, what was
this is like a TikTok video where you watch like a dog do something that humans do, and you're going, that's cute. That's real cute.
What was the best like first class you've ever flown, Jeff, in your life? Like, what was the one that you were like, oh man, this is the rock star one?
Yeah, they got the ones where they separate you, where you get like a separate room. You know, where you walk it, they go, okay, this is your area. You got a door, it opens and closes. You know, full layout, you know, that it moves around. You got one of those, like, I guess you could say big screen TVs right in front of you. It can get serious, you know, but there's money to that too. Well, there's money to that. I mean, I promise you this, Russell wrote, if he got these at last minute, he was probably paying about $4,000 a leg to get you from here to there.
Nah,
he took care of you, man.
These tickets were booked a while ago. It wasn't last minute. Yeah, but it's funny.
Well, I mean, but it's funny. It's not cheap though. I'm telling you.
I seen the receipt. It's not 4,000. It's not even close.
Gotcha.
What would you? Where'd you fly from?
I flew from Orlando to Boston, and then Boston to DC, and then DC back home. It was none of those tickets were over $600, bro.
Oh, so you probably got points, everything.
Yeah,
you got $600. What were you flying? You
Delta.
Got a $600 first class flight?
Jeff, when the last time you flew first class?
I don't know about that. All the time, man. American.
Well, I just flew first class.
But I mean, Delta. I mean, if you look at Delta right now,
they're not that expensive. They're not $4,000. What are you flying
on
the one woman plane?
I'm telling you, you get $600.
Yes. They're not 4,000. You must be on a Wonder Woman plane.
I'm talking about like round trip to let's say you go to New York and back. That could be a 4K flight. You pay $600 on Delta?
Yes. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Why would I make that up?
Hey, listen. Let me tell you this much. I fly Spirit. I'm already like $65 for a bag.
Hey,
I'll bring my stuff.
And then United on the way back, because I had to buy my wife's plane tickets. They didn't pay for her. Oh, United on the way back. The first class ticket on the way back was $256.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Back to DC. Yeah, on United. It was $250, and you still got the same first class experience, food, drinks, hot towels. I don't know where the hell Jeff flying out. Jeff on the back plane. I don't know where he getting this from. I don't know where you getting this from, bro. Jeff flying that. He's going to do.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Them first class. I've even upgraded first class. I've even upgraded the first class, and it was like an extra $250, bro. It's not $4,000. I don't know where he got that from.
I hit Spirit up. I'm like a paratrooper, bro. I got a bag in front, bag in back. They're like, want a seat? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna hook up to the static line. Y'all tell me when we going. When that
door opens up.
Open the door, boys.
Bro. Hey, man, I met so many military people, bro, and all of them were like airborne. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
They don't want knees. They don't care.
Bro,
they're like,
man,
knees ain't fun to have in their 30s. What is wrong with
y'all, bro? Yeah, because I met a kid the other day in the barbershop, man, and he told me he was going airborne infantry. And I was like, how much they give you?
Yeah, what's your that $1,500 bonus?
And because they hit him with the well, what you can do is you can reclassify, dog. No, you can't.
The recruiter.
No, you can't, dog. No, you can't.
The worst was a homeboy of ours who told us straight up, his recruiter told him that there wasn't enough slots. His recruiter told him, you can't get a Ranger School slot. You'd have to go infantry, and he goes, but he's like, check it out, man. He's like, just leave your MOS empty so that we could fill it in when you get to basic. So the dude's like, oh, okay.
That's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's
For those of you listening, that means that dude gets wherever they want him to go.
Yeah.
That's what
you go in infantry. I'm telling
Jeff,
you right
now.
You
need to become the recruiter lawyer and be like, I'm Jeff Kaufman. I'm gonna look over your recruiting contract right now.
Yeah. Hey, because I was on the plane with the recruiter and we were talking. It was funny because as soon as he said he's a recruiter, I bucked up. Like, yo, I should whoop your ass. He says, I get that all the time, man. I said, but y'all why the lie though? Just be like, hey. He says, well, because if I don't, I can't get you in.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
if
man.
I don't lie, I can't get you in.
Yeah.
And they know, bro. They know, man. But yeah, man, it was a good trip, man. The next segment, I'm gonna talk more about it because I want to talk about like comedy in different spaces, man. Because I feel like I do terrible in LA. I have said this a million times. West Coast, I just don't do good on the West Coast. It's something about East Coast comedy that I just love. I don't know what it is.
Kick down them buildings. I haven't done.
Man, I don't know what it is, bro. Boston has now become my favorite stand-up comedy city. There's no way in hell that crowd should have been that good, bro. I'm talking about from beginning to end, because every show I opened up with something, ridiculous to get them on my side.
And how much time are you doing for Russell when you do it?
25 minutes. It's just
that's a lot. That's a lot for a major to doing a set in front of a major headliner. Because a lot of times when you do like a major headliner at a theater, they'll have two guys doing like 7 minutes or something, like split it up. So that's a lot to be the 25-minute spot as a feature in front of a major headliner doing theaters with like thousands of people. That's good. That's fun.
Yeah, it was great, man.
And but he only has one guy. But you're it. He doesn't have multiple people.
No, he has multiple people. Like I'm not going with him to Philly this week.
Okay, but he doesn't have multiple people on the show.
No. When I say
show
multiple people, I mean, I saw your show in at the Hard Rock. It was just you and him.
Oh yeah, it's just me and him. Yeah, but like Miami, he had a dude that he was cool with that came up and did a spot in Miami. But yeah, usually he does a two-man, or always does a two-man show. It's rare unless he's doing a club. Usually when he's doing a club, he'll have a host, then he'll have a feature, and then because when you do a club, they want to do their housekeeping
format. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that's usually how it is. But we're back, man. I'm back, and I'm happy to be home. But we gotta take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Here we go. 3. We're back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Guys, do us a favor and go out there and follow us. It don't take that much. You go out there, you find Real Laughs, you click like, you click subscribe, and follow us, and we appreciate that. And hit us up in the DMs, man. We love talking to you, and we will give you a shout out on the show. I'm Ken Miller running the show tonight. James John is out on the cruise ships. Join the virtual studio with Miguel Colon Jr. and from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. I'm gonna tell you right now what I didn't like about the trip. I can't do cold, bro. I can't do that. And Miguel, let me tell you something. It was at one point, it was 8 degrees. How the weather in second grade is what I'm saying. That's how cold it was. It was second grade weather, bro. I can't do cold. And it's tripped me because the people who live in Boston or up in Medford and DC, like, well, I don't know how y'all do all the heat down in Florida. Yeah. Like, I can't do the cold, bro.
I'll tell you what the secret to how we do the heat in Florida is. We're never outside anymore.
True.
We're never outside anymore. Now, when we do yard work and stuff, sure. But like, generally speaking, everything we go into has an AC to boom, boom, boom. Because the cold, man, I'll tell you this much about the cold, and I mean this. You think that you can handle the cold until you're stuck taking like 3 different trains. And, and then you're outside. Or you got to wake up an extra 30 minutes to knock all the ice off of your windshield.
Yeah.
And then you got to change your boots when you go. The cold has a lot more factors. Heat, you just start getting naked. You just keep getting less and less clothes to handle the heat. The cold, there's only a limit to how much you can put on before you can't. And cold, not 30 degrees, not 20 degrees, the 10s. The 10s and lowers is the real cold. The 10s and lowers is the same as the 98 to 105. That's the real heat. Yeah. And the 10s and lowers are the real cold. Everything in between is manageable.
Yeah, but I'm with that. Jeff, you're a cold weather or hot weather dude? Or is Jeff keep freezing?
He froze because of cold weather. You brought it. Hey, I'm cold. I love the cold weather that we exist in here. I love that South Carolina, North Carolina, Atlanta, Florida, northern Florida cold. I love that 40 degrees, 30 degrees, that's living for me, man. You get to wear sweaters, you get to put jackets on. But I was in Detroit a couple weeks ago, and when you get into the 20s and the 10s, man, that's when it's that real cold weather. That's like people who tell me, I've heard people, and it blows my mind, I've heard people refer to like 80 degrees as hot. They're like, oh, it was 89 degrees. And I'm like, 89 degrees ain't hot, player.
Man, let me tell you something. Dog, what was crazy about Boston to me was because they're used to it. So they're walking around the city like it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just normal old, like, hey, man, ain't nothing
hoes
going
are
on.
still dressed like hoes. They're still hoes in 10-degree weather. You're outside the club, and I'm like, get out of here.
Bro, I'm talking about, it was like at the Russell show, they dressed all this. I'm just like, yo, bro, where your jacket?
Yeah.
It's free. Now, the thing about Boston was we played the Wilbur, which was right across from the hotel. So you kind of just walk across the street.
And they might have, did they have coat check?
Yeah, they had a coat check and all that. But, we going in the back. But, dog, Sean was like, hey, she wanted to go to Harvard because Harvard, it was like Founders Day and they got like a sorority thing up there. So we went to Harvard, walked around Harvard's campus. We went to the Harriet Tubman Park to take his picture with that statue. Went to the Cheers bar. Went to the bench where they did Goodwill Hunting at, where they was. So everything that, and my wife hates the cold, but we did everything outside.
You go to Faneuil Hall while you were there?
Ken, you there?
Is it me? I keep losing you guys. Miguel, can you hear me?
Yes. Guys, for just a second,
okay,
we have a technical difficulty. Here, let's pause this.
Yeah, you're coming in major delay. These are I thought it was me. That's why I got up and checked my internet.
So, Jeff, I was asking are you a hot or cold person when it comes to weather?
I'm a hot person, man. I don't like to be cold. I don't mind doing like running. If I do like half marathons and stuff, I don't mind it being cold, but I don't want to be in cold weather.
Got to take them nips down, though. When you're running in the cold, I heard.
Vaseline.
Got to Vaseline the nips, Ken, because they rub up against the shirts when they run.
Ooh, you don't need that. That's the full marathon nipples don't work for you, man.
I've never heard. So in the cold, you put the Vaseline or that heat too?
Any really, it's the heat, because what happens when you sweat, your shirt starts to rub against your your more sensitive areas. That's why you put it everywhere. I mean, you put it. I'm telling you what, you put it in between your legs. Because you'll tear a sack.
There's some pervert sitting out there. Vaseline station, baby. Come over here.
Oh, they do too. Don't think they don't have that
I'm
at
a
the
nurse.
medical tent.
Look,
they got Vaseline at the medical tent.
Let me get them girls all lubed up here. I like to give it one little just to make sure.
Hey, hey, man, I was just running. I just ran by this nursing station. Dude putting Vaseline on. We don't have a nursing station. Wait, what?
Hey, stop rubbing my nipples. I'm just a sponsor. I ain't even running. We just got to get one little pop like this. Little kiss. Make sure you're good.
Hey, you see Miguel running off with his table in the air?
Got him.
Got him. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'd rather have the warm weather. That cold, like we were in DC. It actually snowed while we were in DC. It wasn't like it had already snowed, but they had like flurries for about an hour and it wasn't sticking. But dude, you know, we got to see the snow and everything. And I went outside to go get some food. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go and get this food, run on back up in here. I ain't going nowhere today. I'm good. I do not do cold, bro. I had thermals on. Hey man, I wore a sweater on stage, bro. I wore a sweater on. Like for real, the lady sitting up front. I opened every show up with the same joke. I was like, because you know when you're the opener, they ain't coming to see you.
No,
they care less who you are. So every time I come out, it was already somebody in the front row mad. And I was like, what you mad for? You thought you thought Dave Chappelle was gonna be here? No, you got me. I said, and you better laugh. My wife got me in this tight ass Bill Cosby sweater. Y'all, and I did that every show, and it killed every show, bro. But yeah, dude, I knew I was in the cold when I had a sweater on stage, bro. Like it was a different
sweater on.
Them, like you said, them under 10s is, hey man.
They hate it too. Don't let them scam you. Everyone hates it too. They just say, "Oh, you're not used to it." No, it's cold, and they hate it. My family.
Yeah, you're right. You're right though.
Because I rather have. But then I got told Miguel, I land and get off the plane, and it's 47 here.
Yeah, we got just a little bit of the nipplies down here.
Which is funny because that brings me to my other thing. I realized that certain areas have a state of emergency where other areas would be like, that's stupid. Because I just got an alert that Florida has a state of emergency for cold weather this week. And I know people in other areas are like, what?
Yeah.
Other people are at the beach.
If it's 105 degrees in New York, people are dying. If it's 105 degrees here in Florida, somebody is still not turning their AC on because they like, nah, man, it's just going to make it cost more. Put the fan on. Put the fan on.
Yeah, dude. I saw that and I was like, we got a state of emergency for the cold. But yeah, you're right. If it's New York, if it's 100 degrees, people dropping. Yeah. I've heard people. Because what was the comedian said that people would die from the heat? He's like, man, I'll be in a supermarket butt naked in the meat section before I die from heat.
Yeah, I ain't getting it. Like in Florida, like Florida babies can last 30 minutes in the back of the car in the heat. Yeah. You know, I've walked by and seen a baby in the back. Somebody's like, you call the police? I'm like, he's good. He got his iPad. Just
yeah.
Baby shark.
Hey, when he's not swiping no more, then you like, hey, somebody bust the window.
Stop swiping, bro. Baby, stop swiping. Open the window. Somebody tell that husky in the back of that car to help me rescue this baby.
Dude, which is crazy because of kids dying in the car from the heat. Have you ever heard of a kid dying because they got left in the cold?
Man, no, man, because they just thaw them out later. They just freeze up, and you got to take them home, put them in front of the fire. In fact, it's a secret.
They freeze up mid-swipe.
Mid-swipe. You can freeze your baby up, put them in the freezer, thaw them out for the spring, just as good. You know, you just got to put the baby in the sink in the running water for a while.
Right next to the chicken.
Right next to the chicken. I take that baby down. Meemaw coming over.
Yo,
bring that baby down from the freezer.
Go defrost the baby, bro. That's hilarious, man.
Hey, think about this. You know what? We've talked about baby Dropbox. Does it have a heater? Does it have an air conditioner?
No, remember it has holes in it.
Yeah.
So the baby can breathe. That's it.
That's it. So right now there's a baby in the drop box just getting ready to be thawed out for the spring. He look like Han Solo.
Yeah. That's a carbonite baby. Yeah.
We got baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
hey guys, remember, man, when you put your baby in the baby drop box, put some soup in there.
Yeah, put something in there. Make sure the baby eat. And an iPad. I always put an iPad. I don't care how old the baby is. Put an iPad in there. Let the baby get the swipe on. No, because when you put the baby drop box, it's supposed to alert them. So if the alert doesn't work, it's just a baby in the coffin.
You better hope if there's alert, then the person doesn't have a chance to run. So maybe there's a delay.
Oh, yeah, because you got to get up out of there. Right,
yeah, that bell rings when you're there. You're like,
hey, what happens is it's like flag football. It rings. You're like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. You're good.
Yo, you got that Jeff. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, when you drop the baby, bro, you gotta give them some time.
Yeah,
I want to make a baby.
I got a feeling these mothers aren't so fast. Trust me.
They got to start that car. Fireman just looking at you while they grabbing your baby.
A 23 Lincoln ain't starting as quick as it used to.
Hey, they do an Uber, but they do two destinations.
Drop my baby off and go to the club.
Hey, they do 2 destinations. Hey, man, ever drop the baby? Just wait for me.
It's the Uber driver. Hello, I have a baby.
Because with Uber, you can pick stuff up and deliver it. So, hey, man, you drop this off at Fire Station 1.
That's Uber Beats.
I dropped Uber Beats. Like I dropped the baby off at the fire station near the Wawa. That's a clothing bin.
I wonder if it's in the white bag too. You know, the one that
Yeah, with it taped up. The baby.
Yeah, it's the baby. I didn't eat your baby. Look, it's taped up. I didn't eat your baby.
Oh man, dude, that's hilarious, bro. The Uber baby drop box, bro.
Uber baby drop.
Hey man, I'm with it. Hey, anything to make money. Hell, Amazon got a pharmacy now.
Yeah,
Amazon got everything, bro. I just think on Walmart, their app, you can order Burger King now.
Yeah, Walmart app, you can order Target. You know, like we'll go there. Hey, Amazon's gonna have one called Amazon Gat, where all of a sudden you got some dudes causing you some problems. You just call them up and you Amazon yourself some muscle. Some dudes just pop out. What's up, man? Tyreek, this is James. What's up? You got a problem? Yeah, them dudes. All right. Amazon Gat got this. And the dude's gonna be making $6.50 to plug somebody.
Yeah, just
after fees.
yeah. But you gotta have Prime because your Amazon Gat won't be here in 2 days. So now you gotta wait 7. Now you're getting your ass kicked for 7 days. You gotta do Prime. So Amazon Gat is Prime only, bro.
It always cuts me up with the guys. You know, there are certain states where the recreational marijuana is okay, where they do delivery, and they like pick up pizzas and the weed together, and deliver them as a package.
It's the greatest score. That's the greatest score. He rolls up with video games for you to rent. You want to rent this game too? You like, oh my god, bro! And you got a warm blanket to sell. All right, and I got this baby.
Hey, with that being said, we gotta take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. We're back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out there, like, subscribe, all that stuff for anything that is Real Labs. We'll truly appreciate it. Join the Versus Studio with Miguel Colon Jr. and back from his hiatus, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. Jeff, what you been up to, man? Who have you had on the Under Oath podcast lately?
Last week, believe it or not, I had Newt Gingrich, the Speaker of the House.
50th Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich in the building.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I've been fortunate. I've been getting some good guests where you're just like going, yeah, that's, you're surprised. I'm like, how'd I get you? I got Ari Shaffir tomorrow. We'll be talking to him about getting the boot and getting canceled and see what that's like. I had Gilbert Godfrey's wife on the other week. Man, we talked about how he got canceled and how it was the best thing that ever happened to him. How suddenly his shows were packed. So yeah, interesting, man.
Yeah. How does a conversation go with Newt's people to get Newt Green to do your show?
They came looking for me. They came and I was like surprised. They're going, hey, do you want to talk to Newt Gingrich? I was like, The new Gingrich? I thought it was like some rapper. I was like, is this
yeah, you never know.
New
Right.
with N-O-T or something.
Yeah,
N-O-T.
hey, Newt Gingrich.
But yeah, they were, and I thought they would keep me. It's strange. I thought, what questions can I ask? And I asked everything, and he answered everything. I mean, this is definitely the age of Trump, where people are just going to say what they want to say, and they don't care. And he teed off. I was sitting there going, should we air that? So yeah, it was cool.
All right, not to give away anything, but to give a little teaser to the people who want to listen. You don't give me the answer. What's a question or something you talked to Newt about that you did not expect for him to be so candid about? And then they can listen to Under Oath and find out what he said.
I asked him about media. I said, how can you trust the media? Can you trust news organizations? What happened? He said, absolutely not. You can't trust any of them. They make it up, they lie, they do this stuff. And I asked him about, lawfare and everything, and he got on about that. I mean, he was not.
You asking what was that last one? You asking about
what?
Lawfare,
about being sued, about criminally, they coming after you criminally, trying to, that's the way they compete now. I mean, he did everything. We talked about Joe Rogan and how the internet, how as a candidate, you don't have a choice. You have to go on these podcasts. You have to do 3 hours. And he goes, yeah, Trump could do 3 hours. And he said Harris didn't have a shot. She couldn't have done 20 minutes, much less 3 hours. He goes, and that's how he beat him. He went on these podcasts. He talked for 3 hours. I mean, he doesn't care what he says. I mean, I've actually heard him speak live. He'll go off for 45 minutes, no teleprompter or anything. And, some of the things he says is rough.
Yeah.
But it is kind of, you and I both know giving 45 minutes off the cuff is not easy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it was, talking to these guys in power where they're just up. It's scary, but at the same time, it's you don't turn that down.
Yeah.
Like if I got a chance, like, hey, talk to Harris tomorrow. Absolutely. Talk to Biden tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not turning any of that down. I don't care what my politics are. The ability to talk to a piece of history is amazing.
We're in the entertainment business. Like we're not like, I understand if you have a show that's pushing an agenda politically and there's things that, but at the end of the day, we're entertainers. This is entertainment business. I'm not going to turn down the opportunity to talk to anyone that's entertaining. The question is how you talk to them. Do you ask the things that you really want to know your audience wants to know and stuff like that? Are you thinking about your audience when you do this or not? But I'm
interested. You're like, you want that viral moment too.
Yeah.
Every interview I do, I have 2 or 3 viral questions that I know if I ask, the only question I was upset that I didn't ask. Guess
what that butt to, Mr. Gingrich?
Yes. I wanted to talk about aliens.
Yes.
And I forgot to bring it up.
Yeah.
Well, I was so mad at myself. I had like 50
aliens,
questions.
Bro.
Oh, I wanted to bring up aliens.
Your staff. Your staff just sees you write what that butt do on the card. They don't know you're talking about aliens. They're just like, I don't think we can ask this question, Jeff. This is the good one. It's a hot one.
It's crazy, man. Jeff, I'm going to go back to something else you said because I'm really curious about something else. But it's crazy that you said that you can do that or interview anybody because I couldn't do that. And Black culture, because Black people will counsel the hell out of you. If y'all brought Trump on this show and I talked to Trump, Black people will hate my guts.
You just had Snoop Dogg open the other night for
and they hate Snoop now.
I don't know. I don't.
Dude, they hate. Go to the gram. Every comment is Uncle Tom. He'll sell out. In our community, we don't have the luxury to do that because our people will turn on us in a heartbeat.
Have Black people forgiven Hulk Hogan yet?
No, I've hated Hulk Hogan my whole life. That ain't got nothing.
You just think
if he even never said the N-word, I've always hated Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? But in our community, we don't have that luxury, brother. We don't. If somebody is like, it's a singer named Cassette Michelle who performed at Trump's inauguration, and she ain't recovered since the first one.
I wonder about that because the numbers on the election. I'm not political, but the numbers is that a lot of Black men voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I saw a comedian in Las Vegas. What was his name? Julie loves him.
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin used to whole thing was how he hated Trump. The last show I saw in Vegas, he was thanking Trump. He was talking about Trump, and I'm going, I was sitting there shocked. And I don't know. I think he might get a pass now. I think people give him a pass because, you know, he was arrested. He was on trial. I think people look at him and go, yeah, he's been through a little bit. He got shot. I think a lot of people.
He got the cred for a good album.
Yeah. He could drop a good album, but I'm just know, like, most black people ain't rolling like that.
So you wouldn't do the interview?
Not at all.
Oof.
Not at all.
Man, that's a piece of. What if you got invited to the White House?
I wouldn't go.
Wouldn't go?
No. No.
I don't know. I don't care enough about, like,
and I'm a George Bush fan. Y'all know how much I love that dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do Trump. I just couldn't.
But what's the difference between, like, George Bush and Trump?
Because I think Trump is a blatant racist. A blatant racist. He's a liar. He's a racist. He's a sexual assaulter. He's a terrible human being. I hate the man.
Oh, I get it.
I wouldn't step in a room with him. Now, if you voted for him, hey,
no, I didn't.
You're right.
I'm gonna be straight.
I'm talking to the people who are listening. Yeah. If you exercise your right, hey, I got no problem with that. I wouldn't have anything to do with the man. And I hate to get on political, but I just said that because I know when it comes to us, we don't have that pass in the black community to do something like that. We just don't, bro. It sucks, but they'll shut your ass down.
How do you feel? Do you feel the same about certain entertainers who have, let's just say, have done some things?
Me, I like for the Snoop thing, I didn't care. I'm not gonna cancel Snoop. I just ordered some Snoop sketches today. I'm not gonna cancel, just like I didn't cancel Chrisette Michelle. Nelly did. I'm not gonna cancel anybody that I'm a fan of because they did that. I wouldn't do it. I think here's the problem, and I think this is where it exists. We're comedians, and I'm a business owner too, which puts me on the line of even worse, because people will come after me more. They'll give me bad reviews. They'll do these things. I mean, but as a comedian, I'm on stage. There are a lot of jokes I make, and God forbid, I was always worried about which joke would kill my ability to do so or kill my ability to practice law. Yeah.
You know, I just have more faith in in people to say, if you hate me because of an interview or a joke, I got to cut you loose anyway.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing about the state of comedy now, because you could have did that joke in '88 and it would never been. Dude, comedians were killing Reagan. Like Reagan was the jokes. Clinton got it. Didn't nobody get it like Clinton. People still doing Monica Lewinsky jokes to this day. But I don't know what it is so much about the culture of canceling people, where now you say something and now, like, well, can't practice law here no more.
I'm gonna tell you all it is. We have social media. We have a way for you to directly talk trash. You did before. You couldn't cancel anybody because how did they know? You'd have to physically not do stuff. But now you could cancel by just saying you don't like them.
I'm gonna tell you something that just happened today. And I study the law. You know me. I'm really serious about rules and everything else and executive orders. The executive order was signed today that took the government out of social media.
I saw
today.
That, yeah.
It was signed today, where it says, guess what? We're no longer going to call up TikTok. We're no longer going to call X. We're not going to call Facebook and tell them we don't like something. Take it off.
Pornhub, let's get back, baby. Let's get back.
I honestly think we're going to be. I really think our freedoms are coming back slowly, where we're going to say, no, you can't tell me to shut up. You can't tell me my opinion is wrong. You can't tell me my joke's not funny. If you don't like it, don't come back.
Couple days ago, I went to click on something on Pornhub, and I forgot she left me, and I was like, "Damn, girl,
that's Florida. That's tough, man." Yeah, but but I wonder how that gets shut down though, with the porn. I mean, how much porn is actually getting shut down?
Oh, boys, I'm going to tell you quite a bit. I had to go on some backdoor sites I didn't even know about. I was like, "Yo."
Hey, you're like, yo, my phone ain't able to dial out no more.
There are 7 X's in this name. What the hell?
I went on some sites and I got worried for the girl. I screenshot and called the FBI. I said, are we looking for her?
Hey, we got like 3 minutes. I want to go back to something, Jeff. I'm curious about. You said something about lawfare. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, lawfare.
What is
idea,
that? Break it down for us more.
Okay, I took a case about 20 years. The first time I saw it, 20 years ago, there was a senator who wanted to run. He was the head of the insurance commission. He wanted to run for senator. Well, the insurance company said to him, hey, listen, we're going to donate money to your campaign, but you got to put this guy out of business. We don't like what he's affecting the industry. So he basically sent his statewide prosecutors out, filed a case, closed this business down. And, later it was admitted that they committed fraud and they did everything else because he wanted to become a senator. And he wound up becoming a senator. He wound up being elected, and he was a very important person. But, if a powerful group wants to shut you down, all they have to do is, they donated to the right party. And in this case, it happens all over the country. And Trump wasn't the first one who dealt with this. This has happened, think of it this way. How many people were jailed, trying to push civil rights and everything else like that? It just happens. And it's disgusting, but lawfare isn't new. Hopefully, when we see it now, we'll recognize it better.
Okay, because I was just kidding. I'd never heard that before. That was the first time I heard it.
Yeah, it's done a lot. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I think the good part about it is that if you stick something in front of us and we go, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right to you, at least we're smarter now because we question things more. We never questioned the government before. We didn't question law enforcement. We didn't question anything, and now we're going, hold on. Maybe things aren't perfect, and maybe we need to look at things. And I like that. I actually like that about our country now.
Cool. I know who won't question law enforcement. Me. Get my ass beat now.
Well, I ain't talking about not complying.
Question nothing, man. Hey, we got to get up out of here, man. Miguel, what you got going on this weekend, my brother?
I will be at the Clearwater over the Comedy Club over there this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows at 8:30.
Oh, which club now?
The Clearwater Comedy Club.
Okay, cool. Jeff, man, what you got this weekend? Who you interviewing? What you up to?
I'm actually headlining at Downtown Bonkers. I'm gonna be the headliner, and feeling good about that. Mr. Evans is gonna be headline featuring for me, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Friday and Saturday or just Friday?
No, just Saturday.
Saturday. Man, if I wasn't going to Jersey's wedding, I'd swing by that, man. All right, man. Well, I will be in Boca Raton doing a private gig. Shout out to Devin Sebo for that. And then Saturday, shout out to our boy Jersey, the Haitian sensation. If you know anything about Orlando comedy, he is a staple here. It's getting married this weekend. So I would be at that wedding, man. But we got to get out of here, man. That is Miguel Colon Jr. and Jeff Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn. And go listen to the Under Oath podcast. I'm your host, Ken Miller. We got to go. Miguel, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.